Bushmallows to your Sunday night bites. My name's Scotty. The guy over on the left is Stace. Wait a minute, he's not here. Uh, well, Stacy might or might not be here this evening. He has some car issues, so we're gonna do the show for a couple hours. Looks like we're getting a bite of some sort on the yellow rod. Had them baits in the water for a few minutes, so I'm sure the turtles have found it by now. You can be third. You're third. You're always first in my book, though. Just in case you can't see it, I do have 3 rods and the rod holders. That's right, 3 rods in the rod holders. I'm not saying that I'm using all 3 rods right now, but I will when I feel it's time and I get a little bit more bait. Because my plan was to use some fresh bait, and I only caught 1 bluegill, and it was like way too big to use for like a whole bait, like I wanted to. So I'm gonna have to go over to here in a minute with a piece of bread and see if I can't do it. Get a couple more. 3 rods. Yes, it is more than 2, but 2's only in use. The yellow rod has to be in use because the fish like the yellow rod. The Mad Cat's graffiti rod is in use because it has yellow on it. Which I did catch a nice male channel cat in the river today. I mean, it wasn't huge. It was probably like 5 pounds on the graffiti rod. I know it's very impressive. It's hard to believe that I caught fish, but I did. But I didn't take any pictures because the phone was in the truck. I was not by the truck. So you just have to take my word for it that I caught it. I did release it safe into the water where it came from. Those are oh shoot, takedown rod holders. They're very nice if you got them in sand or if you got them like in a ground like this. They suck on anything that's got rock. They just do not like to go underground if it's rock. I'm gonna paint those other ones. I was gonna do it this weekend, but I decided I had other important things to do, and I'm not really sure what those things were. But I did those things, and I really feel like I got nothing accomplished over the weekend. But I still did them, so that's what matters. So there's still a hope that Stacy may show up in the live. I don't know, but I'm sure he'll at least be in the chat. Yep, those rod holders just don't go through the rock, and I got a lot of rock around here. I mean, they'll split, they'll bend, but they just won't go through the rock. Now that yellow one, I can take a hammer, I can bust rock. That dude go right through that rock like it ain't nothing. So we're sitting here at our normal fishing spot, and if we catch a fish, we're gonna have to drag it through the weeds to even try to net it. Because the pier, which is the only open spot, there's people at. So I can't go there. 5 people in, 4 thumbs up. Thank you, folks. I appreciate Mike being here. He's always a great supporter of the channel. He's always got to come in and give people trouble. That's what everybody loves about Mike. But I think real quick, I'm going to throw a piece of bread on this jig head, and I'm going to walk down there and try to catch a bluegill so I can have bait for the 3rd rod. Uh, hey, Alex, how you doing? Sorry, I'm better. Hey, I appreciate it. Thank you there from England. I do appreciate it. No, I don't think Mr. J would appreciate that there, Mike. I just don't think he would. But if you want to be really nice, you can run her playlist for her. She's pretty close on her hours. If you wanted to be nice, which we know you're a nice, squishmallowy kind of guy. At least play one or two of her videos to help her out. All right, let me get a piece of I'm just throwing bread. I'm gonna throw a piece of bread on there. See if I can't pull me out a little bluegill real quick. Because I sure wasn't gonna go to the store and buy red wigglers for $5 to catch one little bluegill. Just wasn't gonna happen. But I was using my little sandworm today. I know it's kind of blurry, but I was having a lot of fun with that. Jeffro's jigs make these. You're too that nice, Mikey. I just put her on my computer and turned off the screen and let her play. Most of the time, you can't hear her talk because she's deer hunting and she's in the blinds in the wood. So she talks like this. Yeah, so she don't catch stuff ears and get you. All right, let me get this piece of bread. I gotta get a piece of bait. All right, guys. So this is just like an old hamburger that I had laying around. Just take you off a little piece of hamburger bun. I guess I should have said hamburger bun, not a hamburger. If it was a hamburger, it'd be gone. The bun, yeah, it's all right. Just kind of squish it on a little bit if you can. It's a little bit dried out, but it'll be all right. I think. I hope. Just make a little dough ball on it and hope it doesn't fall apart before the fish gets to it. And the fish can bite on it, and then you can have a piece of bait, which is what I'm after is bait. And just like that, you get a little piece of bait. See how that worked? We got this little bluegill. And you keep the bluegill. You guys see here? That's how we get bait. Right, just a piece of leftover bread. It's still a little big for me to use in here, but that don't mean it can't be a piece of cut bait. I'm gonna try it again because if we're getting plagued by turtles, we're gonna need all the bait we can get. Besides, if he gets left over, we can just use him later. Okay, we're gonna try for another piece of another little bluegill here. really like how that's going. I don't think it's going to stay on that way. Maybe like that, it will. The only bad thing about bread is all they got to do is hit it once or twice and it pops off. But it's all right. We got more bread. Probably only need one more bait anyway. Open. I'm running 3 rods, so that's kind of weird for me. So I have to remember I need bait for 3 rods. Now, if it was my buddy Mid South, it'd have like 10 rods and no fish. I can run 2 rods and catch no fish just as well. We're going to give them fish a break. And we'll try to get another one here in a few minutes. That way I can get back to chat and see what kind of exciting stuff that I'm missing. Hey, Ziggy. Great to see you. We got 2 awesome people in. It's great to have you. I guess I got tired of watching me catch bluegill or trying to. I got one bluegill. I'll probably end up using him for cut bait on that yellow rod. Kind of hoping for a little bit bigger piece, but for a little smaller fish, not such a bigger piece. You know what I mean, I think. If you don't, you'll figure it out. Because I don't know what I mean most of the time. Just an average fisher, dude. was supposed to have a partner here with me, but he has car problems. So I think he's trying to get that straightened up. I doubt he'll be in, but he may come in the live stream in the chat. Caught a nice channel cat today, a nice male channel cat, about 5 pounds in the river. I didn't want to do a live because, the part-time water users are out in full force. And I actually had 2 kids walk up to my line. They seen my lines. I have bright orange lines. And then they proceeded to swim in between my lines to the other side of the river when I was fishing upstream where I'd be nowhere near these kids. And they're like, well, we didn't know where your lines are going. I'm like, you can't see them bright ass yellow line or orange line. I said, that's bullshit. You went through there on purpose. No, we didn't. Yeah, you did. I said, I am fishing up current, so I didn't interfere with you guys. You don't need to come interfere with me just to be butt faces. That's why I'm glad school goes back in a couple weeks and all that nonsense will stop. Of course, the days will get shorter. So the fishing time in that area will get shorter. And I won't be able to fish again until next year. At least during the evening. But it's great to have you all in. I appreciate each and every one of you. We're really happy when Stacy jumps in here. I don't even have my phone with me. It's right here. He ain't texted me no more to say that his belt popped off of his car. So I'm assuming that he's got to get that fixed. Where you going, Fishy? You ain't going nowhere except for on bait. I think I'd rather use him for a couple pieces of bait instead of just one. Be different if I knew there's some big catfish out here. Hey, Mr. Rogers. So, Mr. Rogers, do you live like north of Indianapolis? Or do you fish north of or south of Indianapolis? Where do you fish at? Like, you don't have to tell me the lake, but just kind of north, south, east, west. I'm right down the street from downtown. Okay. So where do you fish at? Do you fish like towards Stacy's place, or do you go the opposite way? Or because I think you guys fish the same river, right? I could be wrong there too. Um, we fish the same river. It runs through downtown Indianapolis. Okay. Except yours is probably just the plain White River, and his is East Fork. I'm guessing. I'm gonna check these baits really quick. for no turtle bite. No turtle bites so far. Looking good. There's a stupid turtle right there, though, on top of the water. I'll probably get a turtle bite now. That turtle, see me throw that line in, he's going to go right for that bait. Because that's what turtles do. I'm going to throw a bluegill head on this other one. All those baits are pretty much in the same general area. Sorry, kick the camera. Hey, Rustic, are you enjoying your trip to Florida? I know it's your favorite place to be. Mr. Rogers, thank you for the stars. Uh, didn't know that I ain't gonna get up and dance. Rustic might. Let's go, Pay Lakers. You know what that's right. So we got skipjack on the two left rods and cut bluegill head on the right rod. To see you guys are go. We go home tomorrow. I'm sure you'll be happy and broke. I think that ended up being a little bit more of an expensive trip than what you thought. Did you get to fish anymore? Did you catch anything else? Because if you went live today, I didn't get a notification. I got a nice American shirt. That's cool, Ziggy. You should do a short and show us your shirt. Oh, I have a nice American. I'm sorry, I misread that. It's just a Bass Pro Shop shirt. It's I caught quite a few last night. Cool. That's very cool. Yeah, I these are just old Bass Pros. I ruin all my clothes, so I don't care about wearing nice looking stuff. Because as soon as I get it, I'll stain it or trash it out. Like this one, it's got like 10 holes in it. But I'm fishing, so I don't really care. But thank you for the compliment. You got a ton of compliments on what? Rustic shirt? It wasn't as cool as mine. I mean, I thought he kind of probably fit in, but I'm sure he did get yeah, he did get some subscribers because everybody was asking what his channel was. I'm really hoping that Stacy can make it in. You know, Rustic could be going to sleep pretty soon. Probably past his bedtime already. Dropped the short today where I caught last one. I'll have to go back and look for it, Rustic. I didn't get a notification for it. I know that them sucking fish was pretty cool looking, whatever you called them. You even caught a shark. That's cool. That's not something everybody can say. They caught a shark. Okay, so I have to ask, was it a baby shark? Do 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 baby shark. Remora. Yeah, that's a little sucky thing. Was it a big shark? A little shark? What was it? Was it Jaws? Raw, raw, raw. And they're gonna eat you? Did you get it up on the pier? Talk to me, Rustic. Tell me what you did. I guess Rustic ain't gonna tell me. He must have dozed off at his desk. Off the pier. What was it big? Was it small? Did you get it up? Can you bring a shark up out of the water? Shark was about 3 foot long. I bet that was a fun fight. Because I know some fish you can't take out of the water. You have to unhook them in the water. I got off about 4 foot above the water. Well, that's cool. That would had to be really fun to catch. It's probably a lot better fight than a big blue cat. You'll have to put a short out on it if you haven't, and I'll go back and look at shorts that I missed. Guess it's a good thing you had that big mad catch rod, huh? Yeah, I know there's some fish you can't take out of the water. I don't know if sharks are one of them, or if it's a certain kind of shark. I don't know. It hit their croakers, you bring it in, scared the crap out of you. That's funny. You should go back and try to do it again. I guess shark will probably spit a hook pretty easy. You'd think it'd be pretty hard to even hook a shark because of all their teeth. I know we ain't got to worry about catching no sharks in here. Probably have to worry about catching much of anything in here. We're good. Really, I would have think that thing would bend your rod straight in half. Yeah, I would think a shark just grab it and pull because I mean they got that big tail. Now, if I'd have known that Stacy's car was going to break down, I probably wouldn't have went live. But I already had it scheduled, so I'm like, yeah, might as well do it. Because to be honest with you, it's kind of been a nice weekend. I stayed at home all weekend except for going fishing close. It was kind of nice to just have a couple days of just not driving all over. In about 2 months, we got vacation coming up. That's going to be a fun and exciting time. And I hope when I make it to where I go, I'll have a good time and get on some nice fish. I picked up 62 subscribers last night. That is crazy. You're going to be big time before you know it, Rustic. So you should have had stickers to give out to people at the dock too. Then you would have got more. And stickers are very valuable. Heck yeah, you. Like next time you do a live stream, everybody's gonna be like, man, I gotta go. Rustic's on. I gotta go see what Mr. Rustic, the Carp King. Wait a minute. Sorry, the former Carp King, but Skipjack King has to say. You need to get more made. Yeah, well, you better mow some more grass. Yep, mow some more grass. Welcome back in, Alan. Really disappointed. I thought we'd have a fish by now. Just saying. But we haven't been getting turtle bites. Even when I was at the river today, I didn't get any turtle bites. So it was really weird. I don't know if it's a moon phase or if it's a 1 star day that the turtles don't want to bite. I don't know. But I ain't complaining. Well, I kind of am, I guess. But anyway, turtle bites are better than no bites, but they take your bait. What's that kind of bites? Well, Shocker ought to be in here soon. He'll be like, "Well, I didn't know. I just seen you." Like, it's all right, Shocker. I know. I get it. Because we all know YouTube doesn't send out notifications hardly no more. And when they do, it's for people that you never seen before. Tuesday, I have to go get plywood for the camper floor. That's what you should have been doing over the past couple of days. Instead of being down in Florida playing around, you could have been up here working on your camper when it was nice and cool. But as of now, I did look at the 14 or 12-day forecast, and it's saying like highs in the mid to upper 80s, not this upper 90s crap. Hey, it's all right, Alan. Appreciate it. You're all right. Just appreciate you popping in when you can and enjoying the show. We got 11 awesome people with 10 thumbs up. Thank you guys. Now, if Stacy comes in, he can hit that like and we'll have 12 or 10 somewhere in there. I can count one of these days. Hey, thanks. I really appreciate it. I really like that multicolored one on the right. It's Mad Cats. I'm not a big Mad Cats fan, but I like the rod. I'm like, I got to get it because I like it. Oh, it's been nice and beautiful. It's been cool. Turned off the air conditioning, everything. Wish I didn't have the factory back behind them rods. It would look a little nicer, but you got to do what you can do. This was like the only spot that you can really fish that you're not going to get full of weeds. Like you see all that dead water out there, like all that dead water. That's all that stupid grass. That's all grass out there. Yeah, hotness don't help when you're trying to breathe. That's for sure. Yeah, you gotta get better soon. Yeah, Palex got the pumps off. I wish they would do something with this lake to get rid of that crap, but they drug these lakes. We're gonna bite on that yellow rod, guys. It's running with it. Oh, that was weird. That was good. They flat out took off running that way with it, but there was no weight to it. I don't know what in the world that could have been. I guess maybe it was a turtle, but he was going pretty quick. So we'll put another piece of bait on, see what happens. Hey, Robert's on the bridge over there. I had all these lines thrown straight out. Now, if I didn't know better, I would have said that was a gar. But there ain't no gar in this place unless somebody put one in here. That sure is what a gar would have done. It would have just picked up the bait and run, and then let go of it when you put pressure on it. But I didn't even feel him. Yeah, I missed it, but I missed it because it wasn't there. That makes sense. It was almost going way too fast for a turtle. But I can't wait to give. Well, I hope that gets better. Got to get off the nebulizer. I'm gonna have to try to catch me another bluegill though, real quick. I hope I get. I want to get a small one, just so I can put him on for like bait. Using my little piece of hamburger bread. The weather here in England has been. Hey, Andy, how you doing? Well, it's all right, Andy. You're welcome in anyway. It'll be okay, I promise you. Weather here in England has been way too hot for me. Had a lot of problems. Hey, Jim Jet. All right, let me grab me another bluegill for bait real quick. Now, my friend, is the bad thing about using bread. Pretty much screwed after your first cast, that. I figured you'd be fishing, Andy. The bass fishing assassin. At least that's what I heard anyway. So much for that. Hopefully we got enough bait, ain't got to worry about. Hopefully we ain't got to worry about. I ain't gonna sit there and keep pulling that breath. You got me one piece of bait. That gives us enough to at least bait up 3 more times. Two more times, maybe. That's all right, one way or another. I guess I should do what Stacy would tell me to do. Put my rod or my net by the water. Because I ain't gonna net no fish up here by my chair. That sun's almost back behind that tree, so that's good. Hey Shane, good to see you. I had something take off running to the left, but when I went to set the hook, he wasn't there. So, hey, there he is. I put that net up there, Stacy, because that's what you would do. You'd be saying that needs to be by the water, not in your truck or next to your chair. So we did what we're supposed to do. So Mr. Stacy, well, unfortunately had some car issues today, so he couldn't make it, but he is in chat, which is great because I know he double tapped that screen, so we can get that thumbs up. We're only at 12 thumbs up, but we got 13 awesome people in, 17 gems, jewels, or rubies. It's just a wild thought, but Stacy could go home or go live while he's at home. Crazy idea, but it is a possibility. He could show you his bug. Oops. So I got my first male channel cat since spawn. He wasn't beat up either. So I kind of wonder if he has healed already or if he just didn't have nobody to fight with. I'm just glad he made it home because he was fishing for bait, I think, when his belt popped off. TikTok keeps telling me to go live. Hey, you're fine. Don't worry about it there, Allens. You're good. So maybe one of these days I'll do a TikTok live just to do it. Yeah, if you don't get it fixed, he's gonna be walking to work. He'd really hate to have to call into work and not go in while it's hot. That'd be terrible to have to work in the heat. So, Stacy, is it a bad pulley or a bad belt? What is it? Inquiring minds want to know. I want to know too. Oh, we got somebody in here hasn't hit that the screen there. It might be Shane. Here. There. Oh. There. Oh. Oh, look at that. Some happy poop. We'll have to try the tensioner, huh? Well, hopefully that fixes it. Because you definitely can't be driving around with no belt. Don't work too good that way. Thank me for sending me some happy poop. That was very nice of me to do. Everybody's got a little happy poop in their live stream. It's only drives about 3 minutes. Yeah, without the belt. Well, how far is work? 5 minutes. Nice and windy day out here, guys. It's kind of nice. Of course, I guess if you got no belt, your alternator ain't working either. It means you ain't gonna have no headlights or nothing. Got some good bait. It'll have to freeze it. Yeah, sounds like it. I did catch one little bluegill out here, and I cut it up for bait. I think it's a little too big for fish here. What do we got going over here? Ah, they caught him a turtle. See them people over there? They caught them a turtle. Ooh, grab it. Grab it by the face. Stick your finger in its mouth. They're scared of the turtle. Should I go get the turtle off for them? Hey, you need a hand with that turtle? I'll be right over. I'll be back, guys. Watch my rods for me. Guess who's back? I'm back again. I got the hook out of the turtle because I'm the turtle man. They're fishing with garlic worms, and the turtle decided he wanted to eat the garlic worm. But luckily enough, he like hooked him, so I could just pop the hook out. That's a fish, guys. Well, he bit on it. It should have been a fish. He hit it pretty hard. That's that mad catch rod. It ain't got a ton of bend in it. Sorry. Yeah, I mean it's crazy. This is what I deal with every time I come to fish on Sunday nights. I mean that is all grass, Stacy. I don't know how I got zoomed in so far. But yeah, that's all over this whole lake. There's like this one little spot right here that's grass free and the spot over by the pier. And there's still grass, it just ain't nearly as bad. Yeah, the turtles get kind of nuts. I kind of wondered if that wasn't a turtle bite on that right rod, but it kind of like jerked it. You know, turtles usually like pull on it. It kind of was more of a jerk. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe he'll come back. 11 people in, 14 thumbs up, 27 gems, jewels, and or rubies. What did he call you? I can zoom us in some more. There. No, you can see that third rod, but that'd be zoomed in a little bit better. Yeah, I don't know how I got zoomed in, Stacy, but I did. So hopefully the bite gets a little bit better. The turtles haven't plagued us today, really at all. So that's a good sign, I think. So my plan is pretty soon the kids go back to school 3 weeks. I'll have them out of my hair. The water temperature will start dropping. The turtles will quit being so active. I think in the next month, month and a half, we're gonna be able to fish again and not be plagued by all the silly stuff. Hey, thanks, Sir Alan. I usually got pretty good signal here. When I was chasing a turtle, It was a cute little turtle. Luckily enough, they just had like a neat little eagle claw hook, so I could just go pop. Turtle even opened his mouth for me. He's like, "Here you go." Thought it was so nice of the turtle just to open up. Let me take that hook out. He was all good. Went right back in the water. And I told them people, I said, you make sure you go wash your hands because they got salmonella and shit if they scratch you. It's probably on their shell too, but they didn't go wash their hands, even though there's a spigot right over here. Oh, not on me. But maybe all the turtles are over by the pier today. It'd have been a great day to use chicken livers. No, there's never a good day to use chicken livers. I was just kidding, guys. We all know that we don't do chicken livers around here. Oh, Rustic's homesick. Oh, you guys see my little friend swimming across the water? He's cruising on along. He's always right here. He lives here somewhere where I fish at. Yep, there he is. When I get done, I'll throw my bait down there, and he'll go grab my bait and take off and eat it. Or he comes if I'm fishing on the pier, he'll come up to the pier and walk up and grab whatever I got thrown over there. Then he goes back in the water. It's kind of I don't know if you guys can see if I can zoom in. Okay, so that's him right there. He's sitting on a bunch of that grass. He's got his tail up out of the water, which you can see, and that's his head on the other end. I guess he's just chewing on some of that grass or eating bugs or something out of it. I think it's kind of funny. He goes there and sticks his tail up out of the water. He's like, "Oh no, man! He could be washing his bottom too." I posted some stuff to TikTok yesterday. I got like 100 views. Wasn't very impressed. And my vertical jigging for smallies hasn't hardly got any views. That's terrible. Like that video right there. You'd think that'd be a good looking thumbnail that you'd want to watch that video and see if I caught any smallies. So if y'all haven't watched that video right there, I'd really appreciate it if y'all watched it. Because that video right there was kind of a fun video to make. I do got a good smallie video coming out. That's myself, Matt, and Mike. We're out on the river, and we just wore out the smallies and goggle eye, a little bit of everything. So when I get that video together, hopefully within a week, we'll release it. And it'll be a long video. I might try to do a premiere on it. It'll be a good premiere kind of video. I don't know. I could do like one of those big long videos like Stacy does with it. But man, that is a pain in the neck to set up. You got to do this and hold this and flip this and exit out of that and add this. Man, that's nuts. I got screenshots of how to do it, but it was really a pain. Then people were getting mad because you weren't talking to them. Well, you weren't live because you were live. Does that make sense? Is that my little friend? It is. What's up, dude? I was here. You missed the 2 big catfish I caught out here. Did you catch 2 big catfish out of here? Yeah, they were big ones. They were like that big. They were that big? That big. That big. They were 2.5 pounds. I caught that one, and then I caught a couple more the next couple days. Cool. You need more chips? You got any? I can go to my house and get the ones you like. That's up to you, man. And I'm probably going to stop by chips after I get done with the gas station. You selling one of those? Huh? Selling that one? The Wimbo one? No. I use all of them that I got. See you later, Alan. Hope you get better. Okay. Medication kicking in. Yeah. Good night. I hope you sleep well. That's my little chip guy. Hopefully, I'm just gonna. Okay. Hopefully, we don't get no copyright on that. I didn't think anything about it. But you know, these guys go play in the casino, and you can hear the music in the background, and they don't really get copyrights because they're talking over the music. So what's everybody up to? Anything good? We're not out of stuff to talk about, so I'm gonna leave it up to you guys. What kind of bait did you get, Stacy? You get your net full of shad? Ambulance. Shad, good deal. From the cement pond. It'd be cool if they put shad in some of these local lakes here. It'd help the bass get bigger. It'd help the catfish get bigger. Now, there is a creek that Shane told me about. He told me this a while back. He's like, if you go to this creek and you walk way up here, we used to catch creek chubs. He said it's been many years ago. Zoom out. Is that better, Rustic? So I might go explore that creek with some jigs and stuff, and maybe take a little thing of red wigglers with me. See if I can't find a hole and find some creek chubs in it. Yeah, they didn't send me that offer. I'd have jumped on it. I mean, you can't beat 10 cents a piece, 7 cents for shipping. It is a heck of a deal, though. And they do look cool because I've seen them. Well, I'm going to check the bait on that right rod because it got to hit pretty good. It might have took our bait. No bait on the rainbow rod. I will tell you, I'm not too impressed with the casting on that Alley-Ox or Alley-Nox. Or I just don't have it. I just might not have it set right. I just feel like it should cast a lot better than what it does. But I know it does take a lot of weight to cast that. But I got 2 or 3 ounces of weight on that thing. Of course, the Alios that I have has braid on it, and that thing just cast a mile. Still $17 for 50 ain't bad. I just don't need any more stickers. Seems like when I don't need them, they come up, and if I do need them, it's like, okay, are they ever going to go on sale again? I need to redesign some more. Of course, I guess I can do what everybody else is doing, have AI do it. I'd rather do it myself though. But that's a pretty cool thumbnail for this live stream tonight. I don't know if y'all looked at it, but it's kind of cool. Let me see if I can't pull it up. Now, keep in mind this was made before Stacy decided to break his car. Let's see. Ain't that a pretty cool looking thumbnail? Stacy got his catfish. There's a little turtle in there too. You see the turtle? Turtle on the log. It might have been the middle rod, but I was playing with this. Did the middle rod do something? Hey, casting with Cole. Yep, casting Cole did it. I don't have the skills. Now see, look how happy Stacy is there. He's got that big fish, me with the turtle. I thought it was pretty cool that the turtle got added. But I like to do my stickers on my own until I run out of ideas how to do it. So what's old Coley up to? Get a bite on that right rod. That's enough to make the rod fall down. I would say it's a turtleish bite. So was there a bite on the middle rod and I missed it pulling up that thumbnail? So that's a bummer. Where did Cole go? Yeah, it got hit and it dropped down. I guess I didn't have it all the way and it left it alone. Coley's probably playing the game and watching live. Can't believe the yellow rod hasn't like done anything since they whatever took off with it. Of course, the yellow rod, the other one doesn't do anything. Cool. It's Stacy's new official sticker. Yep, there he is. Told you he'd be in. Hey, Shocker. Well, today on the river, I caught a catfish. But here today, I've had something take off swimming with my line, and I've had a couple of hits, but nothing more than that. Oh, Stacy wasn't able to join us tonight. He's having car issues. Almost caught some swimmers too. That's right. I should have chucked the damn weight at him. Say, oops, I'm sorry. You were swimming where I was fishing. These idiot kids walked up to my lines and started swimming between my lines to go to the other side of the river. Basically, what happened. But I know it's fairly deep where I fish because they were swimming. They couldn't stand up where they were at, and that's where I was fishing. So it's deeper there than what I think it is. Got my bait. We got one skipjack head that will go on next. All right, that one's gonna get a skipjack head. Might have to walk over here to this pier and try to catch a bluegill. You're definitely gonna have to go get some more bait. After this piece of bluegill, we got like one little tail section piece. Hey, you guys catching bluegill over there? Huh? Catching bluegill over there? If you get a couple, if you get a couple, I'd appreciate it. At least one. At least one, but a couple would be better. Thanks, guys. They're gonna catch my bait for me. Hey, Wild Hook. Good to see you, Adrian. You've been doing some cool exploring too. Can you guys still see the light? I probably need to move. You can probably see the rods better if I move. That way, them lights ain't coming like right in your face. Probably see the rods better that way. I'm gonna grab my light real quick. That should be better. Should be better. Now we just got to see him bend over. Oh, you got a long ways to go before you retire, though, Wild Hook. But you do pump out some pretty awesome videos. Muddy Rivers have been coming out with some neat stuff too on that lake that's all drying up. I like that a little bit better. What I like so much about your videos is you have the story behind it. which I think is really cool. Seems like you do a lot of research on the place before you go out to do the video. Yeah, it looked really super duper low. I was watching, I think it was yesterday, a day before, where you could actually see the boats that are sunken. Looked like it's a really old wooden boat in there too. Yeah, I really I enjoy watching them. A lot of times I watch them on my TV. I'll hit the thumbs up. I can't comment because I'm on my TV. Yeah, I know you've been out with him a couple times. I've seen him come in your live a few times too. But somebody that don't ever go live anymore. Hint, hint. It should be about hunting season for you too again, ain't it? He's a busy man. Yep. We still got 9 awesome people in. Thank you guys. Only got 19 thumbs up. A little bit low for Sunday Night Bite Show, but we'll take it. I agree. Watching it on the TV or PC is a lot better. You didn't get out fishing at 10:30 last night. Was you in your dreams or what? Yeah, we're getting hit on that rod again. I think this rod was going. I know we got a hit on this one a second ago. Oh, that's all right. You can play poker and watch at the same time. You're good. Well, shoot, at least we've had some decent little hits. It might be small channels, too small for that bait. Not like they're big pieces, but or it could just be our friends the turtles. So I guess old Shocker didn't get any notifications again. I know YouTube's really bad about not pushing them out. So a lot of times I don't know people are live until I go on YouTube and say, "Oh, look who's live." I'm really about to start using YouTube's horizontal. I mean, I know we don't get the views, but we get the same amount of people that come in all the time. So I'd be kind of curious to do it horizontal and see how well it works and how many people we can get in. Because, to be honest with you, I'd rather see the horizontal view than the vertical. No, it's just YouTube that does that. They used to be really good about sending notifications out. It's just like they quit. They put it on your home screen, and if you don't see it on your home screen, you just don't know the person's live. Now, last week when I was here, I was fishing small baits with no weights, and I caught a fish. Because all that grass is out there, and I think that bait just sits in that grass, and then fish are going through the grass and find it. Yeah, it'd be nice to have a few more people on fishing at the same time, but I think you almost have to go through StreamYard or Restream. Which Restream would be cool if you were trying to like do multi platforms, like TikTok and Instagram at the same time, or whatever else is. You were into something else there for a little bit, Stacy. I don't remember what that was. Okay, okay. Oh, that's cool. I went out with Logan. Was it Friday night? We weren't out there very long. I drove down there, drove an hour down there. We didn't fish for 40 minutes and just started pouring. So that was a long trip to not fish long. But I did find a new fishing spot. So that's kind of cool too. I mean, I didn't find it. He showed it to me. You know what I mean? He showed me a new fishing spot. I shouldn't really say I found it because I didn't find it. And them guys don't catch me some bait, we're gonna be in trouble. They gotta start catching. I haven't ever seen him, but if I can remember his name, I'll check him out. think it might reach out to 619. I think the guy I'm thinking about 618. He fishes Illinois and Missouri. At least that's pretty much where I find him at. I think the guy's name's Nick. Could be a different guy. — 618. Is the name Nick? I think it's 618 fishing is who I'm thinking about. Six. This is this guy here. Yeah, he fishes some. We're gonna bite on that yellow rod. It looks like a turtle bite. He must live on the west side of Illinois because I see him. He's kind of like everywhere. That's gotta be a turtle. Yeah. I ain't got much bait. I ain't gonna give him my bait. Might have gave it to him anyway. Yeah. No, I got it back. That was terrible. That was a horrible cast. I'm glad I took that bait from that turtle. I don't want. I can't. They ain't got the bait to feed turtles right now. Yeah, I like to know where he finds a lot of these spots that he finds because I'm like, he was over in Missouri. I think his last video that he did outside of the Valley Park, Fenton area, somewhere in there. And he said where it was at. I was like, I didn't even know there was anything there. I don't think that was no fish, Stacy. Uh, well, I'm gonna have to check that out because I mean, there's got to be more spots than what we hit around here. Yeah, but even using Google Maps, I'm like, how in the world do you find little nooks and crannies that you can actually get to that's not private? That's what I don't get. Hey, I caught a catfish earlier on the river, Rustic. So my day's actually complete because I caught one today. Just not during the show. It was a nice one. It was probably about 5 pounds. And it put up a good fight. And I had one that hooked me up, got me hooked up. So I ended up having to break that one. He got me snagged. I think that was a turtle though. Well, I know, but geez. I mean, I travel. I travel a lot, but just to find some of these places that he fishes, I'm like, I just don't. I think it's crazy that he finds them, like all these little hidden spillways and stuff. Oh, the mosquito bites are okay. Had a couple turtle bites and looked like one catfish bite, but he didn't hook up. I suppose if I was using chicken liver, I probably could have caught something. I'm using cut bluegill and skipjack. Yeah, we got to do something. This thing is like way, way, way down again. Like way, way down. If I catch a fish, I might have to drag it through probably 5 feet of weeds just to get it to where I can get to it. I got the Eagle Claw Circle C hooks 5/0. My more expensive ones are all like 5 or 7 and 9. So those are a little bit too big for here. Timu, you're the only one that orders your fish and stuff from Timu, Mr. Rustic. I do need to get me some more hooks, so I'm running low. But like a couple years ago, Walmart clearanced out their Team Catfish hooks, and I bought like 30 packs of them because they were like $2 a pack. But they're all bigger hooks. Those are great for the Mississippi, but ain't too good for this little lake. No, you got to throw the little bass away. Well, not away, but back in the water. Yeah, they're offset hooks. I like to get me some wide gap offset hooks. No, they're not straight. They're offset. They're not much of an offset to them, but they are offset. Well, we're almost to the 2 hour mark, so YouTube should be giving me the little quick boot and reconnect. Hopefully they don't knock me off like they did Stacy last time. But it's hard to find a decent, affordable hook anymore. You think hooks are gold for as much as I want for them now. So I stick with the Eagle Claw because the reset and we're still good. All right. But the Eagle Claws, they work. They're not the greatest, but they work. Guessing old YouTube didn't put us out. We ain't had no trolls or nothing for a while. Holy cow. Ah. Well, later on, if y'all are interested, go check out Andy. He's doing a pre-recorded live. I know he could use some help with his watch hours. That's the Fishing Hoosier. If y'all don't know him, he's trying to get up to that 4,000. Too hot for trolls. It ain't hot here, brother. It's beautiful. I still can't believe you're up. It's like almost 9 o'clock, Rustic. And Josie J is needing some help with her live stream, with her hours. I think she's trying to get to her 3,000. So if anybody doesn't mind putting Josie J on the playlist and letting it go on your PC, I'll be honest, it took me about 3 days and I just let it go on my PC. So it was uninterrupted and it took 3 days. But I got her. Oh, we're getting something on the middle rod. The middle rod's a bouncing. I guess it just wanted to bounce. Well, Josie J is Josie J 91. And she got a little avatar of a girl. It's Anthony J all day. Is that really you? Fisher for 13 months. It's great to see you, brother. Glad to see you're still out and about. Hopefully you're gonna do some fishing. Sure miss seeing you live. And the other one is the Fishing Hoosier. Come on for $10 banger. Awesome. Anthony J, you're the man. So far it's been turtle bites, but you're the man. Come on, fish. Man, I was beginning to wonder if he was still alive and kicking, buddy. I ain't heard from you in forever. Definitely great to see you. So, Tony, are you fishing any? What's going on in your world? You got a bluegill? Oh, that's okay. It's gonna work. Thank you. All right, guys, we got a little more bait now. We got a little more bait. I'm not liking this. It's getting dark earlier. That means fall's on its way. It's going to be dark at 4:30 before too long. That's going to suck. And I think we're going to go till about 9:30 my time, guys. I still got to go home and get a shower for work in the morning. Definitely great to see Anthony J in today. Heck, I just went over to your page yesterday to see if you'd posted anything that I just hadn't got notifications on. Because, YouTube's really sucking about putting notifications out anymore. Fish bait time. That's it. We're going to check well, we know the yellow rod was okay. So I pulled that away from the turtle. Fishing starts here. Turtles are biting. I think that's pretty. We've had one good hit. That's probably a catfish, but I think the rest of it's been turtles. Yep, lower temperatures. That means these turtles will quit biting and the fish will get more active, hopefully. That's what I'm hoping for. Because I tell you what, them catfish should be out spawn, and the fish bites just suck. The catfish bite has been terrible. Yeah, them turtles, they like my lines. They'll chew on my baits all night. It's always a turtle, turtle, turtle. But we know if something hits that rainbow rod and it really bends it good, it's going to be a decent fish. That's a Mad Cat's medium rod. Oh, it's the past 3 days. I turned my air conditioner off of the windows. That's been beautiful here for being the end of July and start of August. And that was really awesome, Tony. Thank you for the $10, brother. And they're saying our highs for the next 2 weeks is going to be mid to upper 80s. I can handle that. I'm done with that hot stuff. I know Stacy is. Stacy works in a factory. It's even hotter in the factory. I mean, he works in some hot factory. Fish, you ain't got too much longer to bite. You better do something. They always wait till like right before the live stream, and then they go bloop and bend her out over. Stacy, you still in here? He might not be here no more. He might be doing something else. But I'm pretty sure where Stacy works, it's well over 100 degrees every day. How hot is it in your factory, Stacy? Hey, Kevin, how you doing? Thank you for stopping in. Going to Las Vegas, that would be awesome. I'd love to go to Vegas. I mean, I want to go on a strip. Stacy says it's warm. I want to go on the strip, but I also want to go to some other places in Vegas. I think it'd be really cool. Someday, if I get rich, I can save up enough nickels and dimes. I'll go. I watch a lot of slot channels too, and I know a lot of those guys are out of Vegas, so that'd be kind of neat to just kind of pop in and see how they do everything. One of the slot channels I like to see is Gamble Smart, but they're down in Texas. Gamble Smart, Gamble Safe. You guys are pretty much straight up, and they tell you how it is, and they don't sugarcoat anything because they want you to be better gamblers when you do go. Hey, Danny, them fish ain't been coming on at all. I think what it is here, they have so much to eat because of all the grass that they just really don't care to eat anything else. Now, once all this grass starts dying off, they'll start getting more active because they ain't got all that food in the water. I know I came here in October a couple of years back, and I was fishing with minnows. Man, I was just tearing up the bass left and right. It was cold, it was windy, and them fish were just on fire. And I was fishing right here. Ten awesome people in, 23 thumbs up. $10 from Anthony J all day. 27 gems, jewels, or rubies. It's a good live stream. Thank you guys. Sure wish Stacy could have been here with me, but because his car decided to break, he couldn't come and play. Um, my wife does. My wife does the slots. I'm a poker player. You months back on that, Brad. Oh, it's in Vegas. Granted poker for 11 hours. Wow, that's crazy. I wouldn't have the bankroll to even think about doing something like that. That's all right, Shocker. Gotta let loose once in a while. Yeah, like when I go to any of my casinos, I take 50 to 100 bucks, and that's all I can afford. And I'm very disciplined. If I don't feel like it's going to be a good day, I'll just turn around and walk right back out of there too. But every casino I go to is by water, so my whole plan is I go fish, so it kind of pulls me away from the casino, so I don't spend more than what I should. Usually play between 12 and 14 hours. Oh, I don't know how you can do it. You get drained so quick. Yeah, if you're good and you get the cards to fall right, yeah, you're right. I don't know enough about table games to really try them. I like to go and play the old school slots. I'll play some of the newer ones too, but I like the older ones. Ooh, only buying in for 100 bucks? That's like my bankroll. Yeah, that's like everything I take with me. That's crazy. Well, to me, that's crazy, but I don't have that kind of money. Well, yeah, I'm kind of the believer. You take what you can afford to lose. You never use your debit card or your credit card. You don't take checks. You just take what you can afford. I can afford about 100 bucks. That's what I do. Oh, if I get the like I said, if I don't feel it, I'll leave. If I hit, I leave. If I get free play, I'll play on my free play and convert it over and go from there. I don't give it back. Rustic will tell you that. Rustic's been with me a couple times. Anthony J's been with me a couple times. If I play slots, I'll take the ticket and I'll stick it in my pocket, and I'll put a fresh 20 or whatever into the next machine. Then I'll pull that ticket, put in my. I don't cash in my tickets till I leave. If I take $100 and cash out $100, I had fun and then it cost me nothing. The way it is. But I done got set in my mind. Next time I go, I'm gonna take $100, which is what I normally take. I'm gonna hit the old school slots. I'm gonna do $25 spin. Whatever I get, I get. But if I lose $100, I lose $100. But I'm only doing 20 spins, and I'm going fishing. That's it. I guess old Anthony J disappeared. Ooh, that was a pretty good turtle pull, and my line just went slack. He's on here, or the turtle is pulled it in. Or the turtle. That was a pretty good pull. See, we got about 15 minutes, guys. Right at 15 minutes. So hopefully we get another hit. But my casinos don't offer me crap for incentives to go. Once in a while, they'll throw $5 in free play. I'm like, woohoo! Of course, I don't spend big money either, so I'm sure that's why. Yeah, I don't do like big. I usually play like quarters or a dollar here and there. Yep, they equal bigger losses. It's just something I want to do. I want to try that. The $5. I thought about doing 20 spins at a 5 line machine at $1 a pop, $1 per line. Was $5 a spin. Thought about doing that too. It all depends on the random number generator. Yeah, I know there's some games that are games of skills, and My dad used to play Texas Hold'em. He's gone now, but I know that was a game he used to enjoy playing. That and oh shoot, can't think what the name of it is now. There was another card game he liked to play too. You get skills by playing online games free. Then you try some of the local card rooms. Starting low, watch players. Yep, that bugs me. I can't think what the name of that game was he played all the time. No, I'll think about it when it don't matter. Probably at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning when I'm sound asleep. That's like I used to, back like many years ago, play blackjack, but it wasn't. You didn't have. It wasn't a $5 or $10 to get into a game of blackjack back then. I sat there and watched a guy lose $10,000 playing blackjack, and I'm like, that's nuts. That's a lot of money. This was 20 years ago. $10,000 20 years ago is a lot of money. At least it was to me. It might have been even longer. It might be 25, 30 years ago. I bet you it was probably 30 years ago. Because it was back, yeah, I was in my early 20s. So at least 30 years ago. Of course, I don't remember what he was betting or anything else. I know we had been at the bar. He's like, "Hey, you want to go to the casino with me?" I'm like, "Sure, I'll go." I didn't have no money to go, but I still went. And we were there. It seemed like forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. I was just sitting there drinking soda. I was bored out of my brains. Left rod, the yellow rod, it moved. Just like turn that camera a little bit more that way. I don't mean it was a bite, but the rod moved. Well, yeah, the odds are on the casino side. They can't stay open if they pay out constantly. But I always love it when you hear, well, when all the old ladies come in, they turn on all the jackpots because all you hear is hand pays, hand pays, hand pays. Well, that's just because a bunch of old ladies came in and started playing. When you got hardly nobody in the casino, then you get 40 or 50 people in there. Old ladies got money. They're playing them bigger bets. Drinks are free. Back back in the day, drinks used to be free here. Now you get free soda or coffee. You don't get free drinks anymore. Matter of fact, back when I started going, the casinos are all they're only allowed on the rivers, moats, whatever you want to call them. But I used to go into Admiral Casino, and it actually cruised the river. Same way with the Casino Queen in Illinois. But that was the only way they could be active casinos, is if the boat actually could go out on the river and operate as a boat. Yeah, if you got one. Back. All right. Yeah, my casinos would probably say, well, you only come 5 times a year. You only spend $100 every time you come. Well, it's because I leave with your money. That's why. Yeah, I think pretty much you get free drinks and in Vegas, and a lot of times if you're a bigger gambler, you'll get free lunches and things like that. Not yet. I'm trying. Ain't had no luck yet though. And I can't find. I can't say I can't find. I was told that I can record at Hollywood Casino in Maryland Heights, Missouri, but that's the only casino that I've been able to find in my area that will let me record if I wanted to. Well, I might try it again next time I go down there. See if they can give me a lunch comp or something. Like I said, it don't hurt to ask. Worst thing they're gonna do is tell you no. No's already no before you ask a question. So, Shocker, where are you at? Where do you live at? Like the state? I'm sure you probably told me, but I don't remember. Yeah, and I mean, I get it. I get why they're particular about videos, especially on card tables. Because they don't want the other guests to be in the, for their privacy for the other guests in New Mexico. Okay, well, it's not bad for you to go to Vegas then. All right, these fish got 3 minutes to eat my bait. We'll have to do it again later. So I definitely got to get a shower when I get home. But next time I go to the casino, I'll ask for a comp and see if I get anywhere. Eat it, Stacy says. Eat it. Anthony J all day said for you to eat it too. Come on, fish. We're down to 7 people. That's all right. I appreciate everybody for coming in. Even if you don't stay long, I appreciate it. It's an hour flight. That's not bad. I don't know. I'm gonna look real quick. How much is a flight from St. Louis Airport to Vegas? Which I'm sure is probably not really Vegas, probably outside of Vegas. Yeah, it says about $360 for a round trip. Just tell them give you all the money. That's the best comp of all, Stacy. Definitely is. How long is the flight from St. Louis to Vegas? It's a 3.5 hour flight, which I wouldn't really think it'd be that long because it wasn't that long to go to Florida. All right, guys. Well, it's that time. It's 9:30 my time. And I guess my time is now to reel up the rods. I'd like to thank you all for coming in, Shocker and Stacy and Ziggy and whoever else is still in here. Been pretty much just been Stacy and Shocker for a while. And Anthony J, appreciate the $10, brother, if you're still in here. But well, you got figured 400 bucks and whatever you're gonna have to pay for room and your eats. That's an easy $1,000 probably just in that before you play. Of course, Gamble Smart, Gamble Save says, hey, there's a package that you can get that includes a lot of that stuff. So, all right, Stacy, have a good night. We will see you next Sunday. Shocker, we will see you hopefully next Sunday and maybe some other time if you happen to catch me live. I work mornings most of the week, so if I go live, it will be in the afternoon. See you guys when we're really in. Which one do I start at? We'll start down. No bait. We got a couple pieces of bait for next time. A little bitty tiny piece of seaweed, grass, not seaweed, but no bait. I think the turtles are busy. Last but not least, This one. And it feels empty too. I got bait on this one, but the other two were wiped out completely. One of those was the skipjack head. Sure was. Something just chewed a whole skipjack head off of there. Bluegill had disappeared earlier. It's kind of crazy. Okay, have a good night, guys. We'll see you next time on your Sunday Night Bite Show. See ya.